What if Pakistan never existed? What would humanity be deprived of if there were no country called Pakistan? Which paths would history have taken differently? And how would the world have changed? Let's explore the answers to these questions through a journey from the past to the present. Pakistan was established in 1947 as an independent Islamic state following the withdrawal of the British Empire from the Indian subcontinent. This separation stemmed from a desire among Muslims in majority regions to establish their own political identity and from the broader religious divide. Since its inception, Pakistan has become a significant player on both the regional and global political stage. However, had this country never existed, the entire historical trajectory of the region would have unfolded differently. Without Pakistan, no Muslim state would have emerged in any part of the Indian subcontinent. In such a scenario, the Muslim population now exceeding 240 million would have remained within India. This could have led to far deeper religious, cultural, and political tensions within the country. A disrupted demographic balance might have intensified sectarian conflict and even pushed India toward civil war. India's secular framework, which already faces occasional strain today, would have been significantly more fragile under these circumstances. The Cold War and geopolitical balance. During the Cold War, Pakistan became one of the West's most crucial allies in the Middle East and South Asia. Its close ties with the United States positioned it as a strategic front against the Soviet Union. Without Pakistan, Western influence over Afghanistan would have been greatly diminished. Notably, during the 1979 Soviet invasion, Pakistan's support for Afghan Mujahideen played a central role in the resistance. Without this support, the resistance might have been weaker, potentially allowing the Soviets to maintain their influence in Afghanistan much longer, possibly altering the course and even the duration of the Cold War. Nuclear power balance. With its nuclear tests in 1998, Pakistan established a strategic balance with India, creating a symmetrical power dynamic in the region. Had Pakistan not existed, India would have remained the sole nuclear power in South Asia, potentially enabling it to assert unchecked hegemony. This imbalance could have escalated security concerns among neighboring countries, possibly pushing nations like China and Iran toward more aggressive nuclear development. Contributions to science and technology. Pakistan has produced significant scientific minds, particularly in physics and engineering. Among the most notable is Nobel laureate physicist Abdus Salam, one of the brightest figures Pakistan has given to humanity. His work in quantum electrodynamics and grand unification theory has had a profound impact on modern physics. Without Pakistan, such scientific advancements might have been delayed or overlooked due to differing national priorities elsewhere. Cultural heritage and the arts. Pakistan embodies the rich legacy of ancient Indian civilization and the cultural heritage of the Islamic world. Cities like Lahore, Karachi, and Islamabad are centers of both traditional and modern art. Pakistan has made unique contributions to global culture in various fields, including Qawwali music, Urdu literature, and traditional crafts. Without these cultural contributions, especially the spiritual music of South Asia, the global artistic landscape would be incomplete. The human cost of a nation never born. The absence of Pakistan would have meant millions of people left without identity or a nation. The erasure of an entire nation's destiny would also mean the loss of its people's historical legacy, struggles, and achievements, an immeasurable loss to humanity. Every nation contributes to the collective heritage of mankind, and Pakistan is a vibrant and valuable part of that shared legacy. Economic impact and trade balance. Thanks to its strategic location, Pakistan serves as a vital corridor between the Middle East, Central Asia, and South Asia. The China-Pakistan Economic Corridor (CPEC), a key component of China's Belt and Road Initiative, plays a critical role not only in bilateral trade between China and Pakistan, but also in shaping the broader economic dynamics of Asia. Had Pakistan not existed, China would have had to reroute this project or face significant delays directly affecting its westward expansion strategy. Pakistan's contributions to global markets in sectors such as textiles, agriculture, and pharmaceuticals are far from negligible. Its role in the global cotton and textile supply chain, particularly for European countries, is a major source of raw materials and finished goods. Without this production, Europe would have become even more dependent on countries like India or Bangladesh, leading to increased costs and potential disruptions in global supply chains. Counterterrorism and asymmetric warfare strategies. In the global war on terror following the September 11th attacks, Pakistan played a crucial role due to its proximity to Afghanistan and its intelligence capabilities. Without Pakistan, one of the most strategically positioned players neighboring Afghanistan would have been absent, greatly reducing the effectiveness of operations against the Taliban. The U.S. conducted many drone operations from Pakistani territory, and the absence of such tactical advantages would have hindered military campaigns. Furthermore, the Pakistani military is a powerful institution capable of combating both internal and cross-border threats. Without this military force, radical groups like ISIS and Al-Qaeda could have found greater operational freedom in the region. As a result, not only South Asia but also the Middle East and even European security dynamics dynamics could have taken a very different course. A stabilizing force in regional crises. Pakistan is a key diplomatic actor in both the Islamic world and South Asia. Its balancing role in conflicts such as Palestine, Kashmir, and Afghanistan underscores its importance in international affairs. Without Pakistan, platforms like the Organization of Islamic Cooperation (OIC) would lack a strong voice, weakening diplomatic pressure and diminishing influential statements on global issues. In the specific case of the Kashmir conflict, the absence of Pakistan might have enabled India to strengthen its control over the region with far less resistance. This could have led to increased oppression of the Kashmiri population, despite their widespread opposition to Indian rule. Similarly, in Afghanistan, the already fragile balance between the Taliban and other groups could have become even more unstable without Pakistan's involvement. Diaspora and global population mobility. Pakistan has a global diaspora of approximately 10 million people. These individuals contribute significantly to labor markets and cultural diversity in countries like the United Kingdom, the United States, Canada, Saudi Arabia, and other Gulf states. Without Pakistan, this diaspora would not exist, and many countries would experience a noticeable gap in their economic and social fabric. For example, thousands of doctors and nurses of Pakistani origin work in the UK's National Health Service (NHS), forming a backbone of the country's healthcare system. Moreover, remittances sent by the diaspora are a cornerstone of Pakistan's economy. Without these financial flows, many families in South Asia would lack a primary source of income, potentially increasing poverty levels and destabilizing social structures across the region. Humanitarian aid and natural disaster response. Pakistan has played a pivotal role in responding to natural disasters within its own borders and in assisting neighboring countries. During the devastating 2005 Kashmir earthquake and the 2010 floods, both the Pakistani government and people demonstrated exemplary resilience and solidarity. Additionally, Pakistan has shouldered a significant humanitarian burden by opening its borders to Rohingya and Afghan refugees. Without Pakistan, these displaced populations might have faced harsher living conditions or fallen victim to severe humanitarian crises. A loss beyond borders. If Pakistan had never existed, the world would not only lose a geopolitical entity, but also an entire civilization perspective, a philosophical legacy, religious influence, and cultural richness. Pakistan's existence has played a defining role in numerous areas, particularly its impact on the Islamic world, its unique relationship with the Turkic Islamic sphere, its advances in women's rights, and its contributions to literature and education. Role in the Islamic world, a quiet force. Since its inception, Pakistan has positioned itself as a political and cultural representative of the Muslim world. Founded on the principle of La ilaha illallah, there is no God but Allah, Pakistan sought to establish a bridge between Western secular perceptions of Islam and Eastern traditionalist approaches. As a founding member of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation (OIC), it has consistently voiced concerns on behalf of the Ummah. Had Pakistan not existed, the Muslim world would have had weaker representation in such international platforms, and the problems of South Asian Muslims in particular would have received less global attention. Additionally, Pakistan has often acted as a diplomatic balancing force between sectarian rivals such as Saudi Arabia and Iran. Without this mediating presence, sectarian polarization within the Islamic world could have deepened even further. Deep brotherhood with the Turkic world. The relationship between Pakistan and Turkey is not merely diplomatic, it is shaped by history, culture, and mutual affection. During Turkey's War of Independence, Muslims from the Indian subcontinent sent financial aid to Anatolia. In return, Turkey later supported the creation of Pakistan. This friendship has endured over the decades at both the state and grassroots levels. Without Pakistan, Turkey would lack a close, sincere, and strategic ally in the East. Turkey's Asia New initiative would likely have had reduced effectiveness without Pakistan's support. Moreover, cooperation in defense industries, cultural exchange programs, and student scholarships might not have developed as strongly. Pioneers in education, science, and women's rights. Despite challenging political and geographical conditions, Pakistan has achieved remarkable success in education and science. Nobel Prize-winning physicist Abdus Salam is a source of pride not only for Pakistan but for the entire Islamic world. Under his leadership, scientific centers in Lahore paved the way for the education of hundreds of scientists abroad. Pakistan's existence has also been significant in the struggle for women's rights. Benazir Bhutto made history as the first woman elected as prime minister in a Muslim-majority country. Her leadership served as a concrete example that women can assume active political and societal roles in the Islamic world. Without Pakistan, this precedent would be missing, reinforcing Western stereotypes about women being sidelined in Muslim societies. Another powerful example is Malala Yousafzai. Her fight for girls' right to education under Taliban oppression resonated globally, leading her to become the youngest recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize at age 17. Malala's story highlights that Pakistan should not only be associated with problems but also with resilience, hope, and change. Pakistan has significantly enriched humanity through its contributions to Urdu literature and philosophical thought. Muhammad Iqbal, one of Pakistan's ideological founders, is also considered one of the most influential thinkers of modern Islamic philosophy. His works have inspired intellectual movements not only in Pakistan but also in Turkey, Iran, and India. His concept of Qudi selfhood played a major role in restoring the self-confidence of Muslim societies. Moreover, Pakistani writers, poets, and filmmakers have gained international recognition in recent years, bringing the cultural narratives of the India-Pakistan border to the global stage. Without Pakistan, this creative output would be absent, leaving a noticeable void in the global storytelling of South Asia. What would be missing? A universal void. In conclusion, the absence of Pakistan would leave behind the following global gaps. The absence of a sovereign Islamic state in South Asia, increased isolation in regional struggles for justice, especially in Kashmir, fewer positive examples of female leadership in the Muslim world, severe logistical and intelligence setbacks in global counterterrorism, a reshaping of global energy and trade corridors, a lack of scientific, artistic, and philosophical contributions to world heritage. Every nation is a piece of the human mosaic. Pakistan holds a unique place in this mosaic historically, culturally, and strategically. Its absence would not merely be the erasure of a country from the map, but the disappearance of countless elements essential to humanity's past, present, and future. Please subscribe in this channel.